a little more awareness to how to relieve stress with yoga. When we are feeling stressed, the breath tends to come from the front of the body because we want to reach forward to meet whatever it is that's a potential threat to us. The problem is when we don't breathe through the whole body, front to back, side to side, top to bottom, it triggers more stress in the body. So by breathing with an awareness of what's going on behind you, going on in the back body, and sometimes those movements are very subtle and hard to notice, so really paying attention to that. By breathing into the back body, we trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of the sympathetic nervous system. Instead of fight or flight, we have rest and digest. So isn't that all where we want to be every day, all day? So I'm going to plug in my microphone and go to my chair. All right, and I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me okay? Thumbs up if you can. All right, here we go. So we always begin by finding a comfortable way to sit with our feet flat on the floor, and I'm just going to roll my shoulders a little bit. I've been doing a lot of sitting at my desk, and my shoulders, my neck, and my upper back are all talking to me, saying, we need a good stretch. Let's go in the other direction. And then elevate your shoulders up towards your ears, create fists with your hands, create tension in the muscles of your arms. Press your feet into the floor, tighten your belly. Take a deep breath in, hold it for just a minute, and then let it all go with a sigh. Letting your eyes close if that feels comfortable, or just gazing softly at the floor. Directing all of your attention to the breath. And letting the breath inform you about how your body is feeling today, where your energy might be, any emotions, as well as how busy your thoughts are. And remembering that this is your practice, that every part of you is welcome with all of your strengths and all of your challenges. Allowing the breath to get a little bit deeper. Breathing into all four directions. Front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Letting your awareness rest lightly on the back body. Feeling the movements as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And each time your thoughts pull you away from the moment, just remember to go back to the breath. There's always the next breath. Setting your intention for this morning's practice to be as present as you possibly can with each breath with each posture in each moment. And we'll bring our centering to close now by bringing hands to prayer position and combining our voices in the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om Shanti. Peace. May we all know peace. Good. So letting your hands rest lightly on your thighs, let's breathe in and look up. And then on an exhale, allowing the chin to drop down. So you want your back to be slightly away from the back of the chair. So the muscles are engaged, supporting your spine. Breathing in, lifting the chin. Noticing any tension. Exhale, drop it down. This time, when you lift your chin, you could just allow your mouth to open and close. Maybe shift the jaw a little bit from side to side. And then bring the head back to neutral. Good. Breathe in, turn and look over your right shoulder. And then on an exhale, pivot the head gently to the left. Breathing in. And exhale, rotate back to the right. Breathe in. Exhaling through center and over to the other side. And just very gently going from side to side. Good. And then bringing that back to center. Just take a minute to notice how your shoulders, upper back, and neck feels. Let's breathe in and sweep the arms out from the shoulders. Inhale, turn your palms upward. Exhale, rotate them down. So it's like the steering wheel is on your thumbs. You're just rotating back and then rotating down. Breathing in, turning up. Exhale, bringing it down. Good. Up and down. And just gently circle your wrists. Just like you're ready for takeoff. Hi, Suki. You gonna do yoga with me? Good. And go in the other direction. And then turn your palms up and then gently touch your fingertips to your shoulders. Good. Inhale, open. Breathe in deeply. Exhale, let it go. Breathing in, opening the arms wide. This time, when the fingertips rest on your shoulders, allow them to stay there. And we'll circle the elbows. So pay attention to what direction you're going in, because in a minute we're going to switch it up. So you can let those shoulder circles get as big around as they want to be. Good. And then pause and let it go the other way. Again, remembering what direction you went in. Big circles. Oh, it feels so good. Good. Opening the arms wide, turning your palms down, floating the arms down, and just pausing for a breath or two to notice how that feels in the upper body. Notice perhaps how the breath feels in the back body now that the shoulders are a little bit more open. Beautiful. Okay, so let's do our 6 movements of the spine. Again, always making sure that there's a little bit of space between your back and the back of your chair. And that's meant to engage these muscles throughout our practice. Good, so let's inhale, draw the chest forward, head looks up, coming into dog. And then exhale, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, letting all the breath go. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Excuse me. Inhale, opening wide, drawing your shoulders and your elbows back. Head looks up. Exhale. Let it go. Good. And bring it back to center. So we'll move into a twist, starting with the right arm. Stretch it out long. But you always want to begin by energizing the extended arm. Exhale, bring that palm to your left knee, left hand to the side of your chair. Gently lengthen as you breathe in and twist to the left as you breathe out. And there's an option of crossing the left leg over the right. It'll make the stretch just a little bit deeper. Shoulders relaxed. Paying attention to the breath. Front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Let's inhale now and guide ourselves back to the front and move over to the other side. Left arm stretches out. Bring that palm to your right knee, right hand to the side of the chair. Grow tall in your seat as you breathe in. And as you exhale, gently rotate. I'm going to cross my right leg over the left. That's an option if you choose. Let's do one more breath here. And then bring it back around to center. Getting ready for threading the needle. I'm going to stretch my right arm out once again, slide it along my left thigh, and ease myself in. So to intensify the stretch, remember the left arm can sweep up, head relaxes down, and the breath is steady. Attention to the back body. Let's release that now, breathing in and coming up. Switch over to the other side. Left arm stretches out. Oh, see if you can touch your computer screen. Oh, exhale, slide it along your leg. Ease yourself forward. Adding the arm to the stretch, if that feels good. Lots of options. Great. And then inhale, let's release that. Come on all the way up. Take a couple of breaths. Great. So I'm going to come into the figure 4 stretch, and I'm going to start with the right side of the body first. So remember your options to cross at the ankles, at the knees, or allowing the foot to rest right on top of the thigh. Gently pressing down on the knee, pulling up on the foot, and easing yourself forward. This is the stretch that's so delicious for the hips and the lower back. Imagine that each time you breathe in, your back is getting a little bit wider, so there's a little more room for breath. Good, and inhale. Bring yourself back up. So as long as my foot is up here, I'm going to give my foot a little love. I'm going to do a little foot massage, so I invite you to join me. You're going to use your thumbs. And we're going to begin by massaging across the sole of the feet, across the arches, beneath the toes, along the arch that runs on the inside of the foot. Don't be afraid to press in. Think of what the foot has to carry around all day. It's pretty tough. Good. Then work around to the ankle bones, the inner ankle, making little circles, pressing in. Maybe going to the outer ankle bone. There's no exactly right way or wrong way to do this. Just, you want to feel a lot of sensation in the feet. Good. And then I'm going to take my thumb and just
push along the sole of the feet from the heel to the balls of the toes. Ooh, good. And don't forget the tops of the feet. So I'm going to run my thumb along my instep from the ankle down to my toes, going between each toe. And then let's just wiggle and pull on each toe one at a time. It's very normal to get a little arthritis in the toes, so keeping those joints mobile is really important. Then I'm going to make a fist with my hand and just pound away on the sole of the foot. Just wake it up. Remember, there's all those reflexology points on the sole of your feet. So you're massaging your whole body by massaging your feet. And then let that go. And notice how good that feels. Maybe it's a little tingly, a little warm. Take a breath. So we'll go to the other side, starting with the figure 4 stretch first. Again, crossing whatever is available to you. Pressing down on the knee, pulling up on the foot. And adding a little bit more intensity with a forward fold. Letting your shoulders spread across your back body like wings. Nice, steady breath. And on an inhale, sitting back up. Good, taking another breath. And we'll show this foot a little love. Again, starting with the arches, pressing in with the thumbs, the crossed arch, the transverse arch, and the longitudinal arch. And then moving to the inner and outer ankle bones. And if you find a spot that feels particularly a little owy or sensitive, you can just hang out there and rub a little more deeply. Would be nice if you have somebody in your family you could teach this to, and you could exchange foot massages. And then taking your thumbs and stroking deeply from the heel to the toes on the sole of the foot. And let's not forget the top of the foot here. So thumb runs from heel all the way on the instep to the toes, between each toe. There's all those little ligaments and tendons in there that get tight. Good. And then coming out to your toes, let's just pull and wiggle each toe. Play this little piggy. This little piggy stays home a lot. And then making a fist with that right hand, just pound away on the sole of your foot. Ah, that's good. And then release that, let it go. Take a couple of breaths. And we'll move into our sun salutations. So pressing the palms together at your heart space, dropping the shoulders, connecting with your breath. Breathe in, arms sweep up. As you exhale, reach back. Breathing into mountain, swan dive forward, let the breath go. Palms to knees, come up halfway. Exhaling and folding. Inhale, arms sweep up. Reaching back. Take your breath in and then draw it back to the heart. Let's do one more of those. Breath in, breath out. Taking the breath in as you come into mountain and then guiding yourself into a forward fold. Palms to knees as you breathe in, come up halfway. Let the breath go and fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, reach it back. Guide yourself back to mountain and come to rest at your heart space. Good. Getting ready for warrior pose, seated warrior. I'm going to turn and face the left front corner of my chair. So even though I'm facing the corner of the chair, my feet are still about a hip width apart. So you always want to, even if you're sitting, to think about grounding your feet as if you were standing. Hands to the hips to begin. Breathe in, and on an exhale, allow the right leg to step back. Good. Press back through the heel and relax it. Press the heel away and relax. And again, press, and this time we're going to hold that press and also press into the sole of your left foot. Adding your arms if you feel ready to do so. Adjusting your gaze to a comfortable position. What's happening in the back body? Breathe in, exhale, lower your hands, and we'll move directly into warrior two. So my feet will stay right where they are. Left arm stretches out in front, right arm behind. So remember, your goal is to keep arms level with the shoulders if you can. If one arm is injured or doesn't feel good, you can always rest it down. Moving your hands away from each other, turning your gaze to the left. Find the breath. Great. Breathe in and exhale, lower the hands. I'm just going to rotate my torso so I'm facing forward. Feet are really wide apart. And I'm going to turn my left foot out slightly, right foot in slightly. Left arm comes on the inside of the left leg, right arm reaches. Reach for the ceiling. Good. And then gently arch to the side. Pressing your fingertips away to get that good stretch in the side body. Good. On an inhale, let's bring it back up. Do a little counter stretch. Walk your feet together. Pause for just a breath, maybe two. And we'll go to the other side. So facing the right front corner of the chair, hands at the hips. Ground your feet. Inhale, exhale, left foot steps back. So press back through the heel and relax. Again, press it back and relax. And once more, pressing back the heel, pressing into the sole of your right foot, adding your arms, just like a warrior, strong pose. All your muscles wide awake. And let's prepare for warrior two. So the hands will come to rest just for a moment. And I'm going to stretch the right arm out in front, left arm behind. You can even just take a look around, make sure that that arm is the same height as the one in front. Stretch your arms away from one another and breathe. Wonderful. One more breath. And exhale, let it go, and we'll prepare for seated triangle. So I'm going to rotate to the front. Right foot turns out, left foot turns in. Right arm comes to the inside, and the left arm extends up. We arch and breathe. Side body stretch. Beautiful. So putting a lot of energy in that left arm, have it draw you back up. And then move into a little counter stretch. And let that go. And walk your feet together. Take a couple of breaths. So we need to always work on that core strength, and we haven't done our Pilates 100 in a while. So we're going to do it today. Remember, your options are you can always keep your heels on the floor. Okay, or if you'd like, you pick up your toes and point them, but your back is still away from the back of the chair. That way, these muscles in the front and the back have to work to support you, and that's what we're going for. So the arms extend, and we breathe 4 times in and 4 times out while we pump the arms. Legs stay quiet. Here we go. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Blow it out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Couple more times. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Last time. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold if you can. Draw your chest a little further forward. Lower your hands. Lower your legs. And notice how you feel. Whew, good. Let's bend that right knee and draw it up towards the chest and just circle the ankle. Ooh, feels good. And gonna go the other way. So you can either continue to draw the knee up, relaxing your shoulders. If you'd like to join me, I'm going to round my spine and bring my forehead towards my knee. So breathing in, exhale, rounding the spine, knee comes up. And then let that go. Lower the foot. Oh, take a breath. And we'll go to the other side. So we'll bring the left knee up. Again, make sure your shoulders stay relaxed when you do this. So if you can't completely bring your forehead to your knee, just round the back and go as far into it as you can. Don't worry about it. Remember, this is your practice. Nobody else's. Good. Inhale, exhale, forehead to knee. And then inhale, bring it up. Release the foot. Take a deep breath. Great. And we'll come up to standing, but we'll come up through chair pose just so we have a little more core work. Feet are hip width apart. Move the feet back. The heels will lift. And remember, as soon as you begin to stand, allow the heels to drop down. Don't try to stay up on your toes. Hands to the hips to begin. Breathe in, exhale, stand up. Knees are still partially bent. Shoulders are back. So if this feels good, that's fine. If you want a little more intensity, the arms can reach in front or up above your head. Reach for the sky. Good. Lower the arms slowly. Straighten the legs and just give them a little shake, 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 shake. Good. So we're going to do our leg lifts. And we're going to add a couple of new things to it. So remember, the leg lifts are 5 to the front, 5 to the side, and 5 to the back. But as I said, we'll be adding some additional movements to that. So you want to make sure that you're a comfortable distance away from the chair and always keeping that supporting leg just a little bit soft. So here we go. Left foot up and down with the breath. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And to the side, 1. Small movement. Upper body stays quiet. And 4 and 5. And to the back, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Good. Good. So I'm going to separate my feet, comfortable distance apart. And I'm going to turn my right foot towards the chair, right foot in slightly. Standing triangle, left arm reaches up and over. You can release your supporting hand from the chair if you feel safe. Drawing the top shoulder back. Good. Arm reaches up and then lowers down. So we're going to do a pose called the balancing half moon. Okay. I'm going to keep my feet the same distance apart. And I'm going to turn and face the chair. Good. So my hand can be on the chair as I extend the leg behind me. And if I want, I can lower my right hand to the chair and extend that foot up. If I feel safe, I can lift my left arm. This is a challenge, folks, so. And then let it go. Good. Woo! That was fun. Let's just circle the hips. Didn't know that was coming, did you? Okay, let's go to the other side. Just when you think it's safe to come back to yoga class, she adds something new. Beginning with the leg lifts, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And to the side, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And to the back, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Good. Ooh, a lot of work going on in that supporting leg. Good. So let's step the feet apart. Getting ready for standing triangle. Left foot's going to turn out, right foot's going to turn in. Make sure your hips are facing the front. Right arm reaches up and over. Again, if you don't need that left hand for safety, you can release it. Feel the breath in the whole torso. Front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Good. And let's release that down. So, turn so that both feet are facing the chair. We're going to come into that balancing half moon pose. So remember, the hand can be on the back of the chair as you lift the leg. If you want, you can bring the hand to the seat of the chair, and you can also lift your right arm. This is kind of tricky. See if you can smile while you do this. And lower down. Good. Let's finish up with a downward dog. So either coming to the back of your chair or hands on the chair Walk your feet away. I'm going to bring my hands to the seat of the chair. Nice deep stretch here. Shoulders all the way down the back body, all the way down the backs of the legs. Soften the knees. Relax your neck. And walk back towards the chair. Great job, everybody. Let's take a seat. And we'll finish up with one more twist because that's always such a nice way to complete the practice. I'm going to breathe my arms up. And then exhaling, bring my left hand to my right knee, right hand to the side of the chair. Try easier with this pose. What part of your body can you relax a little more? Inhale, let's reach up. Exhale to the other side. Relax and soften and broaden the shoulders. Great. And then breathe in, bring it back to center. And let's just prepare to sit for a bit. Just processing, letting our body absorb everything we did in the practice. So letting your hands rest comfortably in your lap, allowing your eyes to close again. And just noticing how the breath is showing up after your practice. Maybe it's gotten a little deeper, a little fuller. And again, allow your attention to the breath to rest in the back body. Staying present. Noticing whatever there is to notice. And knowing that you've had the perfect practice for you today. So allowing your breath to get a little bit deeper here. And stretching. Having fun with the stretch, like whatever your body wants to do. I'm just going to circle on my hips. Getting rid of any remaining tension. Then gradually bringing that to stillness as we bring our hands back to prayer position and close our practice with an Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om Shanti, peace. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from fear. And may all beings everywhere know peace. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan. Good. So I'll come up.